Every vote does count in an election. A race that is separated by only 3 votes will get a recount Wednesday in Bannock County. Local News 8 reporter Cole Sams gives us a preview of what's in store.
Back on May 17th, the race to be Bannock County's next assessor came down to just 3 votes, with Anita Hymas receiving 4,582 votes and Greg Cates receiving 4,579 votes. And with that close of a margin, this race isn't over yet.
Last week, after we received Greg Cates' formal request for a recount, we notified the Attorney General's office and the Secretary of State's office that we would be having a recount.
Per Idaho Code 3423.9, a losing candidate for election may request a free recount of the votes if the winning margin is less than or equal to 0.1% of the total votes cast. County Clerk Jason Dixon says staff from the Idaho Secretary of State and the Attorney General's office will oversee the recount. The recount will proceed the same way as election night, with the ballots currently locked in a vault with only the sheriff's access.
The number will be right around 620 votes that we have to hand count, and if we're within a margin of error there, then we will go ahead and count everything through the machines. If we're outside that margin of error, then we will actually have to hand count every ballot, which will take a couple of weeks to get results for the recount.
The county assessor is responsible for valuing all real and personal property for property tax purposes. Dixon says you don't see elections come down to this very often.
3 is the closest that I believe our office has ever had. In my time, it certainly is. We've always had pretty wide margins.
Dixon says Cates has been great to work with, and that this is just to reassure that the right decision was made.
He's just interested to see just the same way, but he had to call for a recount with only a 3 margin. You have to.
Reporting in Pocatello, I'm Cole Sams.
The recount will begin at 11 a.m. The results are expected by 4 p.m. The winner of the recount will face Democrat Tamara Code in the general election.